Catherine and Ronald have been dating for almost a year now and living together for the past 3 months. They had a wonderful relationship. But recently, almost all of a sudden, Catherine felt as if Ronald were losing interest in her. And then, one day, she spotted him with another woman. Who is she? What is he doing with her? Is Ronald cheating on me? Where did I go wrong? Unable to hold her suspicion, Catherine started spying on him. And eventually, when Ronald started coming home late, sometimes clearly hiding things from her, she set a tracker on his phone. And began monitoring his every step. If he was really going to work, if he was really only with his friends at the bar, or with someone else. Despite Catherine's suspicion, she couldn't really catch Ronald in the act. What am I doing? Stop being so paranoid, Kate. Ronald is yours. But just when Catherine was to give him the benefit of doubt, one morning, Ronald left for work and didn't come back. That night, Catherine constantly called him. But he didn't pick up. The next morning, she dropped by his workplace. When did Ronald leave work yesterday? Yesterday? He quit the job here about a month ago. What? Shocked and confused, Catherine then tried calling his friends. But no one picked up either. And alas, when days passed with no news of Ronald, Catherine didn't have a choice but to contact his family. Have you guys spoken to Ronald? Do you know where he is? Yes. He's fine where he is. He just doesn't want anything to do with you. Catherine was shattered and heartbroken. She expected the harsh treatment from his family. They had never liked her, always poisoning him against her. But she knew Ronald loved her. Where could he go? What happened with him? A year had passed since Catherine last spoke or saw Ronald. But it was one evening, while Catherine was at the mall. She froze, spotting someone she recognized. Ronald? Who is she? Seeing Ronald with another woman, laughing and spending good time together, Catherine was shattered. They were in a relationship. relationship? Did he leave me for her? Had he really been cheating on me? All those days, Catherine had been worried sick, thinking of what happened to Ronald. And now she knew. He's moved on. He's with someone else now. Ron, do you know her? Who? Ronald turned, a bit shocked and anxious to see Catherine. He took Olivia and immediately started walking the other way. What happened? We used to date. Oh, we didn't really break up on good terms. She was crazy, always so possessive and paranoid about our relationship. She used to have these temper tantrums for practically no reason. She tried to cut me off from my family, from my friends. Whenever she would meet them, she would create a scene and later play the victim card. She was sick, and that relationship was nothing but toxic. I had to get away from her. So I simply left her and blocked her from my life. But she's a lunatic. She went to my workplace, to my parents' home. She called my friends. I had to change neighborhoods to get rid of her. Wow, she's crazy. Olivia and Ronald had been dating for the past 6 months, and things were getting very serious between them. In fact, Olivia was expecting. They recently moved in together, and life was just beautiful. It was a week later, however. One night, Ronald was late coming home from work. It's almost 10, why isn't he home yet? And when Olivia couldn't contact him, she felt concerned. He immediately called up his office. Is Ronald there? No, he left a long time ago. He said he was going home early. As the hours of the night ticked by, and there was no news of him, Olivia desperately called up his sister. Hey Jess, did Ron call you? No, is everything alright? I don't know, I haven't been able to contact him. Since when? He was supposed to be home at 8, but it's almost midnight now. Don't worry, let me try calling his friends. But the next 3 days went by, and Ronald didn't return. It was as if he vanished. Olivia had a bad feeling something wasn't right, and immediately filed a missing persons report with the police. But another 2 days went by, and even the police couldn't get anywhere. Stressed, Olivia decided she would find out herself. But that's when she remembered Catherine. Does she have anything to do with him going missing? Or did he make that all up? Did he do the same thing with me? Hopelessly, Olivia searched up her address and visited Catherine the next afternoon. Hello. Hi. I'm Olivia, Ronald's girlfriend. Ronald's girlfriend. Can we talk? Sure, come in. Catherine was rather polite. She invited her in and they sat with a cup of coffee. So, how how's everything? Have you met Ron recently? Nope, the last time I saw him was at the mall. Ronald's been missing. What? He did that with you too? I can't believe this. Men can be so selfish. He did the same thing with me. Everything was going fine. We were living together. I was working, I was taking care of him. And after all that, suddenly he just vanished. Hearing Catherine, Olivia broke down. Do you think he really left me? I know how you feel, but don't let it get to you. All men are monsters, afraid of commitment. It's not that simple. I'm with this child. I don't know what to do. She's pregnant. Did you try to contact his family? His mom and sister might know. I did. They don't know. That evening, Catherine tried to console Olivia, and after a while of chatting with her, she left. Catherine was shocked. Ronald was starting a family with her? Peering out the window, watching Olivia drive off, Catherine drew the curtains, locked the doors, and immediately headed to the attic. Catherine, let me out of here. Why are you doing this to me? But this time, Catherine looked furious. She stormed to him, picking up a rod, and suddenly began beating him. Don't act innocent. You got her pregnant? You wanted to have a child with her? No one can have a child with you except for me. Catherine had been crazy psychotic all her life. And that day, when she saw Ronald and Olivia, she couldn't take it. She wanted him back. And for that, she put up the perfect act. That night, Ronald was supposed to return home early. Catherine had been waiting out in front of his workplace, searching for the right opportunity to bait him. Is everything all right? You? Just go away. I can drop you off. That's all right. I don't want your favor. Look, Catherine, I'm sorry about what happened. I shouldn't have left you just like that. Let me make it up to you. All these days, Ronald too had felt a little guilty for leaving Catherine, and thought the least he could do was be nice. But that was his worst mistake. Ronald tried to block off the blows as Catherine continuously hit him. You can't have a child with her. Please, don't do anything to her. I'll do what you want. I'll do anything. All right, I'll stay away from her, as long as you behave yourself. Seeing Catherine finally calm down, Ronald let out a deep breath. I'll bring dinner in a while, okay? We can watch the football game together. With her sweetest deceptive smile, Catherine went downstairs, locking the attic door. Ronald leaned back, feeling so hopeless. He regretted that night. He should have never fell for her pretentious innocence. Ronald had been chained in the small attic for almost 3 months now. Catherine had left him a bucket to relieve himself. She got him a small TV. And every night, she brought him food. And this was how the days had been going by. Was this how his life was going to be? Sweetheart, I made your favorite. Catherine climbed up the stairs, carrying a tray of lasagna and steak. She placed it down on the floor and smiled at Ronald. Catherine, at least let me use the bathroom. You can keep me in the handcuffs if you want. Sorry, sweetheart. Can't take the risk. How long are you going to stay away from me? All these days just watching TV and eating? It's not enough. Do you know how difficult it is to be away from you? To see you in front of me and do nothing? Let's spend some time together like the old days. Blushing, Catherine smirked at him. Oh, so that's what this is about. You're not planning on trying something crazy, are you? Are you mad? You think I don't know if I try something what you might do? Smart. Come on. Don't leave me like this. I've been waiting so long for you. I have the handcuffs on. Just take off the chains. Excited herself, Catherine agreed and finally took the shackles off Ronald's feet. But it was the moment he got up. Ronald dropped the handcuffs off. You tricked me? You gave me your word. You wouldn't do anything to her. It was just a few days ago. Ronald had been watching the news when he saw something that struck his attention. The police have finally gotten a lead on the case of the pregnant young woman, Olivia Johnson, who had passed away after a hit-and-run case 3 months ago. After a long search, police have discovered the vehicle in the Ohio lake, which so happened to belong to the young woman's missing boyfriend, Ronald O'Connor. The BIPD have made public a sketch of the culprit and advises anyone to call 911 immediately upon spotting him. Olivia? Olivia. No. No! When Ronald learned Olivia was no more, His unborn child was no more. He was devastated. And more than that, he was enraged. He knew it was Catherine, and he wanted revenge. So from that day, he had been working on opening the handcuffs and finally fooled Catherine. I was willing to sacrifice my life for Olivia and my child. I would have lived the rest of my life as your slave. But you didn't spare her. Caught red-handed, Catherine immediately made it for the door. But just as she was to go down the stairs from the attic, she slipped and fell, fracturing her neck. It was sometime near midnight. Police received an anonymous call about strange noises from a certain address. Upon arriving, they discovered Catherine in a horrible condition. Fortunately, they were able to get her to the hospital in time. The fall had caused Catherine to have major injuries to her brain and paralyzed her body completely, and even her ability to speak. It was late one night. Everyone was asleep. Hearing a slight noise, Catherine turned her eyes. Someone had come. It was a man. She didn't recognize him at first. But the minute he took off his hoodie, Catherine's heart raced in anxiety. It was Ronald. You took the life of the woman I love, my unborn child, and you ruined my life. Now I have to live the rest of my life on the run. But I still feel sorry for you. I wish you a long life.
Click on the subscribe button and check out more awesome videos on our channel. And don't forget to press the bell icon because you know it's interesting.